My wife left her phone on the kitchen island while taking a quick shower. R/drew off my chest. What's tearing me apart is knowing I ruined my marriage by looking at a text. I was just trying to turn off her work alarm that kept buzzing at 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday. Then a message popped up from Dave Logistics saying, "Still tasting you from yesterday." My chest went completely numb, like the air had been sucked right out of our apartment. I sat on the edge of our unmade bed, staring at the ceiling fan spinning around and around, waiting for the water to stop running in the bathroom. We've been married for 4 years, and we just signed a lease on a bigger place in Chicago last month. When Sarah walked out in her green towel, drying her hair, she saw me holding it. She didn't even try to deny it or make up some stupid lie about a coworker joking around. She just stopped dead in her tracks, dropped her hands, and looked at me with this empty, exhausted expression that hurt worse than the actual text. She sat down on the vanity stool and told me she'd been seeing him since November. She said she felt lonely because of my new graveyard shifts at the warehouse, but her voice was so flat, like she was reading a grocery list. I just kept looking at her wet hair dripping onto her shoulders. I didn't yell or throw anything, which honestly scares me more than if I had lost my mind. I just packed a duffel bag with whatever shirts were clean, grabbed my truck keys, and left. I've been sitting in a late-night diner off Interstate 90 for the last 3 hours, ordering black coffee I haven't touched. The waitress keeps looking at me with pity, and I hate it. I keep thinking about how I worked those extra shifts specifically to buy her that vintage engagement ring she wanted. My hands are shaking so badly I can barely type this out on my screen right now. The worst part is the pathetic urge to just drive back home and pretend I never saw it. I miss her right now, which makes me feel disgusted with myself. I keep wondering if I was really that distant, or if I just wasn't enough for her anymore. We had this stupid routine where we'd get tacos every Tuesday and watch old horror movies, and my brain keeps flashing to those moments. How could she smile at me across the table while harboring a secret that massive? The deceit feels like a physical weight crushing down on my ribs. I texted my brother, but I deleted the message before sending it because admitting it out loud makes it too real. Sarah has called me 11 times, but I've just stared at the glowing screen until it goes dark again. There's no big explosion coming, no dramatic showdown, just this quiet, miserable realization that the life we built is completely dead. I have to go back to the apartment eventually to get the rest of my boots, but I don't know how I'm going to look at her without breaking down.